Howdy all, I am Adam the Renaissance Nerd, and oh my goodness, my friends. For the longest time now, I and many others, we've been talking about the end of AAA video game industry as we know it. Ubisoft. I thought Ubisoft was going to be the first major collapse of the year because Shadows, without a shadow of a doubt, is going to be the final nail in their coffin. But today, I didn't have this on my bingo card, at least not in the way that it's shaping out. What am I talking about? EA, Electronic Arts, the biggest, nastiest, soulless corporate video game entity for the past 30 years. They have no soul. They hate you. They see you as nothing but a cow to be milked for every little bit of money you have. Therefore, when they bought everything up for the past several years, including my beloved BioWare, I never, ever thought that that would be the end of them. I thought that their epic greed for making live service here and there, I thought that would be the end of them. But no. It turns out, in the end, the purchasing of BioWare is possibly the catalyst that will upend Electronic Arts. Remember, a couple of short months ago, October 29th, the CEO of EA said, "We are returning to BioWare's strengths with Dragon Age the Veilguard. They're going to tell stories, character-driven, choices matter, the thing that BioWare is known for." Remember when he came out and said that a week before Veilguard appeared on everybody's computers and shelves and then failed miserably? Then they went silent. Radio silence, nothing at all will be heard. Because then the reality set in, the Steam numbers, the sales numbers, the complete failure. We had it confirmed. 1.5 million copies of Veilguard sold, and Dragon Age is now a trash franchise thanks to diversity, equity, and inclusion led by Corinne Bush, a dude masquerading as a chick, because here in Trump's America, we can now say there are two genders, biological male, biological female. Corinne Bush is a biological male pretending to be a woman, but he injected all his agenda into the game and it crashed. Have respect for the pronouns. Do a bar push-up when you don't say somebody's non-binary, blah, 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 blah. They destroyed it. And EA now has come out and admit it. Electronic Arts is facing a grim financial outlook as the company slashes its revenue forecast for the current fiscal year. The gaming giant pointed to underperformance in sales for EA Sports, FC25, and Dragon Age the Veilguard as key factors in its struggles. Note, I don't know exactly what's going on over EA Sports, but clearly the live service is starting to fail. But we do know what went on with Veilguard. In production for 10 years. 4 to 5 different creative directors. The story that it originally began with, the rise of the Dreadwolf, vanished, replaced by a gaybo, weirdo, creepio dating simulator where you want to F everybody and have cry fests in a corner and decorate, blah, blah, blah. That's what this game turned into, a weirdo dating simulator. And it sold only, as I said, 1.5 million copies. They needed to sell 10 to 15 to even sniff at a lifetime break even, because my friend Dre, who has worked in the video game industry, says this game needed to make $1.5 billion to break even because of its limbo development. In the end, they didn't do it. Hell, Dragon Age Inquisition only sold 13.2 million in its lifetime. There was no way this was ever going to reach those heights because of what went into it. So here it is. They came out today. They admitted it. They face the consequences, because here it is. EA faces market meltdown as stocks plunged 20% after admission of Veilguard failure. Electronic Arts is facing a financial crisis of proportions, with the stock dropping nearly 20% after the company openly admitted all these problems. The fallout from these high-profile disasters has sent shockwaves through the gaming industry, with investors reacting swiftly and decisively to the company's lowered revenue forecast of this fiscal year. The sharp decline began earlier this week with EA stock plunging on January 22nd from $142.35 to $125.90 in a single day. Today, the bleeding continued to bottoming out at $116.29 before clawing back slightly to its current level of $118.58. These numbers represent a staggering blow to a company once seen as the pillar of stability in the gaming industry. Here it is, right there. This is failure. This is what happens when you reject your audience. I'm going to be doing a stream this Sunday, one of my autopsy streams. Join me, 7 p.m. Eastern, the rise and fall of BioWare. Because BioWare is the center of all this. They could have probably soaked the failure of another EA Live, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But this was over a decade's worth of investment. And when you put all your money into the mythical modern gaming audience who doesn't show up, they like to come around and say, "Oh, you're so good for including the trannies. Oh, you're so good for supporting the weirdos. Oh, let me design my queer as folk person in this game." That's who they like to pretend, who they think is going to show up by the game. But those people don't care. They don't care. They haven't probably ever played a Dragon Age game in their life, unlike myself and other millions of people who have invested over a decade in this glorious franchise and other franchises in BioWare, only to be told we're toxic, to be told they don't want our money because we believe in a different ideology, because we believe in a biological man and a biological woman, that they can't swap places, that we don't suddenly bow down and say, thank you for taking away everything I love and replacing it with agenda. That is who they pushed away. They pushed us away for the people who stand there under the dog taking a crap and say, "Oh, thank you, have some more." That's who they got, and guess what? They don't amount to anything. They don't move the needle. They have no money, and this is what happens. You lose hundreds of millions of dollars, and your stock crashes. Now, is this the end of EA the way it's going to be the end of Ubisoft? No. Ubisoft, this is years and years of failure. But in the current market, where gamers are quick and ready to reject something if they even sniff the stink of a Sweet Baby Inc. type of situation, you will lose your shirt, your pants, your underwear, and probably the butt plug these assholes have up their rears. This is what you get when you abandon who and what you are. Now, am I saying EA was always great? No, EA is horrible. They've been horrible. But BioWare was the standard of American RPGs, of Western RPGs. The creators of Choices Matter, Consequences. They abandoned that. They said, no, sorry, we're going to abandon our franchise. We're going to abandon all our lore and all our games to appease the weirdos and the creeps. Well, here you go. You've lost it. BioWare, they got one chance left with Mass Effect 5, and I don't think they're going to do it. I hold on to a dental floss thin thread of hope that Dre lets me hang on to. Both hands, and I feel it slipping through right as we speak. But I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to hope and pray that this kind of meltdown, this kind of financial disaster will tell the people working on Mass Effect 5, holy shit! We have to make this game as epic as Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. We cannot go towards the weirdos. We must return to the nerds and the geeks who spent decades loving this shit. Okay, maybe over a decade. The franchise is about only 15, 16 years old. But you know what I'm saying. Who spent years, passionate love. I love Mass Effect. Hell, the music you hear underneath this video right now, it's from Mass Effect. Tell me how you feel about that, by the way. Think about keeping it as a regular thing. Either way, they must come back to us, but they have to earn our trust. Now, unfortunately, I'm the one who's going to be putting myself out there to see if you are willing to put your trust in them again. When Mass Effect 5 finally rears its head, I'm the one who's going to play it for you. Unlike Veilguard, which was a complete disaster we saw coming a mile away, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Also, I wasn't going to spend the $70 at the time. Mass Effect 5 will be a little bit different. We have a feeling that they might shift course. The director said a few months ago, as Veilguard was failing, oh, we're gonna go in the other direction. We have nothing to do with that end of the studio. Don't worry, we're not that. We're Mass Effect. We respect our lore. We respect our fans. But prove it to me. Prove it to me. And that's the problem. Nobody trusts BioWare. We definitely don't trust EA. And here it is, plain and simple. If you inject DEI agenda, if you inject all the not-so-secret agenda crap into everything you do, you will be a failure. And as far as the AAA industry goes, it's dominoes. It's a domino effect. EA is starting to teeter. Ubisoft will fall within the next 2 months. And after that, we'll wait and see. We'll make a bingo card, and we'll see, will they fail? Will they succeed? Will they survive? Either way, waiting in the wings are the AA independent sphere, waiting to become the new AAA because they have their finger on the pulse of fans, real gamers, real nerds, real geeks who just want escapism and to play the games without being beat over the head with agenda. For now, though, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. And a subscription to my channel right here on YouTube, where I'm here to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care by Fake Fan Stan and SJW Fifis. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.